This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Hello viewers, you're watching Pulse of Africa. I'm Jalini Tesfaye for the main news. First, our top stories for today. Ethiopia's economy to grow faster in coming months. President Ramaphosa announces National Dialogue Initiative. EU commits €1 billion to protect oceans under a new pact. Now, the news in detail. Ethiopia's economy is forecast to grow slightly faster in the fiscal year that starts next month, Finance Minister Ahmed said on Tuesday. The East African nation is implementing far-reaching economic reforms. Ethiopian Finance Minister Ahmed told Parliament that the economy was forecast to expand 8.9% in fiscal year that runs from July 8, 2025 to July 7, 2026, up from an estimated 8.4% in the current fiscal year. A budget deficit of 2.2% of gross domestic product is expected versus 2.1% of GDP this fiscal year, he added. Recall, the Council of Ministers has approved close to 2 trillion birr or $14 billion budget for the upcoming 2018 Ethiopian fiscal year and referred it to the House of People's Representatives. President Cyril Ramaphosa has launched a national dialogue aimed at addressing South Africa's key challenges, including poverty, unemployment, crime, and corruption. The citizen-led initiative will bring together voices from all sectors to develop a shared vision for the country's future. The dialogue will begin with a convention in August, followed by nationwide consultations, and conclude with a second convention next year to finalize a national development compact. Eminent South Africans, including actor John Kani and rugby captain Siya Kolisi, will lead the process. Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni and First Lady Janet have registered for the new biometric national ID cards, urging all eligible citizens to do the same. The new IDs, linked to a biometric database and featuring enhanced security, replace cards issued in 2014 to 2015. Registration launched in May and will run for 10 months, requiring old IDs or police letters for lost cards. The IDs are essential for accessing government services and regional travel. The World Bank recently committed $350 million to finance a major overhaul of Greater Casablanca's transport and logistics system. The financing aims to enhance commuter rail operations and enhance the strength of Morocco's national railway company, the Office National des Chemins d'Affaires, preparing it for a long-term expansion. To meet this challenge, the Moroccan government has invested heavily in rail and public transit. The World Bank-sponsored new program, Service Intra-Metropolitan Rapproché, aims to upgrade train stations' amenities and boost the number of passenger trains operating. This reduces journey times between main points to 45 minutes or less, providing greater access to employment opportunities and basic services for more people. In other news, EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has announced a €1 billion plan to protect oceans and support coastal communities and fisheries. Speaking at a UN summit in Nice, she said the funds will support 50 global projects focused on ocean conservation, plastic reduction, ecosystem restoration, and combating illegal fishing. The EU's new Ocean Pact includes stricter monitoring, digital fish catch registration, and regional partnerships in the Mediterranean, West Africa, and the Pacific. French President Emmanuel Macron also called for stronger protection of territorial waters. Currently, only 2.7% of the ocean is effectively protected, far below the 30% target by 2030 set by the Global 30 by 30 pledge. Talks between the United States and Russia on resolving issues in their bilateral relations will move to Moscow from Istanbul, Russia's new ambassador to Washington told the state TASS news agency. He said restoring relations remain difficult due to U.S. political opposition. Tensions remain high amid the Ukraine war, which has severely strained ties between the two nations. Senior diplomats in both Moscow and Washington told Reuters in 2024 that they could not recall relations ever being worse.
The story of resurgent Ethiopia and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel, all the time. Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Now to business news. Kenya plans to begin commercial crude oil production and exports in 2026, Energy Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Wandayi announced. This follows Tullow Oil's deal to sell its Kenyan assets to Gulf Energy for at least $120 million. The project, centered in the South Lokichar Basin, is expected to produce up to 100,000 barrels per day, with 560 million barrels recoverable over 25 years. The government is also preparing to open new oil exploration blocks in September and is offering tax incentives to attract investors. Zimbabwe, a major lithium producer in Africa, announced that it will ban lithium concentrate exports starting January 2027 to boost local processing and increase revenue. Mines Minister Winston Chitando said the country is building capacity to produce battery-grade lithium through Chinese-backed firms Bikita Minerals and Prospect Lithium Zimbabwe. These companies are setting up plants to convert lithium concentrate into lithium sulfate used in battery production. Producers without processing facilities are urged to partner with those that do. The move follows a 2022 ban on raw lithium ore exports as Zimbabwe leverages its position as Africa's top lithium reserve holder amid rising global demand. Before concluding, let us provide you with the latest updates on global commodities prices. Now to weather updates. That is all for today, and thanks for watching Pulse of Africa.
This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.